Good evening. Bakersfield Congressman and House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy in the state capitol today addressing immigration, the California wildfires, and finding common ground across the political aisle. Meanwhile, Tatiana Mata, the Democratic candidate running against McCarthy, holding a town hall in Bakersfield this evening. Her campaign saying it was an opportunity for District 23 constituents to be heard while McCarthy was in Sacramento today. 23 ABC's Alyssa Flores was at the town hall tonight and has more on the issues voters brought to the table. Alyssa?
Jessica, Tatiana Mata, of course, in the peak of her campaigning leading up to the November midterm election, she said tonight was about allowing locals she's hoping to represent have their voices heard.
It's not about partisanship. This is not about being a Democrat or Republican. This is about an elected leader who needs to come out to talk to the people.
Constituents of the 23rd Congressional District gathering in East Bakersfield to voice their concerns Wednesday night.
Congress is talking about cutting Medicare and Medicaid benefits.
Not voicing their concerns to Congressman and House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy.
The health of our community is of primary importance to me as a nurse.
Instead, to the Democratic candidate that hopes to replace McCarthy this November, Tatiana Mata.
It's a hard job. I get it. But this is what we need to do to enhance the opportunities of people, make sure we listen to them and go to Congress and be the voice for that.
From global warming to public health.
Worries me that this administration doesn't seem to care what scientists are telling them. That worries me very, very dearly.
Darren Bly said his concerns lie in the environment.
Fully fund and fully support the EPA instead of toning down the regulations. We need to actually increase them. And that doesn't mean not using fossil fuels. That means using them wisely.
Their concerns for students on the college path and for those who aren't.
We want like a career tech education path. I want to see them funded and supported by our federal dollars as well as state dollars. And I want to see a collaboration between our federal representatives as well as the state level.
Greg Ardoin says being in the classroom is his passion, and he's hoping student loan forgiveness programs don't get cut so he can continue to teach.
That's going to be a serious burden on my family as we are middle class, and I don't ever want to stop being a teacher because I can't afford it.
Mata saying the night was an opportunity to learn what the needs are of the people she hopes to represent.
There's no way you can do that without listening to the people.
And we do want to point out that McCarthy has told us in the past that he opts to hold telephone town hall meetings because they allow more of his constituents to participate. In studio, Alyssa Flores, 23 ABC.
Alyssa, thanks. And as we mentioned, McCarthy was in the state capitol today visiting during a time when California is dealing with deadly and massive wildfires, immigration concerns, and tariffs affecting valley growers. McCarthy discussing hot topics in the state at a luncheon put on by the Public Policy Institute of California. One of the major issues addressed, immigration. McCarthy placing blame on the Democrats for Congress's inability to pass an immigration bill. Protesters interrupted the congressman, booing and chanting, "McCarthy, you have no heart." After addressing the protesters, McCarthy talked about needing more resources at the border in order for comprehensive reform to go through.
We have to do something different with our laws because you watch what's happening to the children. 10,000 children were sent up without parents in the process. Economically, we need to have immigration to be able to continue our growth of where we're going. But it becomes a real challenge.
The House Majority Leader also discussing the raging California wildfires, saying he thinks crews need to focus on how to prevent them in the future.